Be sure to get the proper permission and paperwork for confined space entry. Be sure that proper warning signage is in place. 2 manholes are necessary when using the ripcord ventilator: the manhole that the worker will enter and the manhole where the ripcord ventilator will be located. First, check the manhole that a worker will be entering. Use a high-quality and calibrated gas monitor. Lower a sniffer hose to the bottom of the manhole. Test for gases or oxygen deficiencies at the bottom, middle, and top. The reason for testing using this method is because some gases can be heavier than air. Some gases can be the same weight as air, and some gases are lighter than air. Remove the manhole cover where the ripcord will be placed. Be sure the manhole where the workers will be is open and the cover is out of the way. Be sure that all other manholes in the area you are working are left closed. Now you can start the ripcord. Immediately, you will feel ambient air moving into the worker manhole. Recheck the worker manhole for dangerous gases using the same method demonstrated earlier in this video. Using a safety tripod and the use of a safety harness is highly recommended. There should always be a safety worker at the top of the manhole in the event of an emergency. The worker entering the manhole should always have a gas meter to monitor any changes that might occur. Any other safety equipment that might be advisable, such as a safety helmet and a communication device such as a two-way radio. You are now ready to enter the manhole. The cross-ventilation method also keeps the worker manhole clear of hoses used in blow-in type ventilation. This means the worker has an unobstructed workspace. When you start the ripcord, you immediately create a low pressure in the manhole. This is sometimes called suction or cross-ventilation. When you create a low pressure at the ripcord manhole, you also create a high pressure in the worker manhole. Essentially, when you create a low pressure at the ripcord manhole, you allow ambient air at the worker manhole to rush into the manhole workspace. The weight of this ambient air will push all dangerous gases and other contaminants towards the ripcord manhole to be sucked out and into the atmosphere. All dangerous gases or contamination are removed from the manhole, not diluted as with blow-in type ventilators. Sometimes the worker can create dust when working in the manhole. This dust is removed from the workspace continually, creating a clear atmosphere to work in. Manholes can sometimes be full of warm, moist air which is uncomfortable to work in. The ripcord will remove this air and replace it with normal ambient conditions in the manhole. The ambient air that is rushing into the worker manhole is heavy. This heavy air will not only push dangerous gases and contamination out of the worker manhole, but it will also create an air dam that will prevent those dangerous gases and contamination still in flow entry pipes from migrating into the worker manhole. This can also be described as an air curtain, much like you would experience when entering a commercial building. This air curtain will keep temperatures inside from rushing out and prevent outside temperatures from rushing in. This is the air dam effect. By having the ripcord away from the worker manhole, communication between workers above and below ground is much easier. A must, especially in an emergency situation. Create a safe pipeline work environment almost instantly with our ripcord ventilator.